master. So who is the vendor master card? So who is the vendor? Who is the vendor? So vendor is the supplier. So he is supplying the goods to the my company. So generally, the might be the employee also can has a supplier, and the outside the actual supplier also is supplying the goods, and okay, even sometimes the dummy vendors also will be there. What is a dummy vendor? Maybe he's not my regular vendor. Maybe rarely I'm buying from that guy. Okay, so when you creating the vendor master card, okay, how you are differentiating the vendors? Okay, so might be you can differentiate it that you can consider he is the domestic vendor, or he is the service vendor, or he is the like import vendor, or it may be he is the only handling the financial related payments. Okay, so if suppose I just having the bank also supplier. Okay, so when I'm just paying the amount account payables, when you clearing the account payables, in that case also you are paying to someone, so he is my supplier. Okay, so I can consider that he is my supplier. So there are so many different ways of the suppliers we can create. One is we can create as a domestic, and one is import, and we can create service. Like that we can create multiple vendors. Okay, but in the SAP suggestion that SAP having the different groups. Okay, so basically first thing is vendor account group will be the vendor account group is the key role here. So what is this account group? So the same kind of the vendors we are considering into one group. So when I'm just creating the vendor, I'm just to selecting that this vendor is the belongs to this group, and this vendor is belongs to this group, like that. Okay, so generally in the real time, how they will do like that, they will be doing like domestic and import service, finance vendor, like that they will do. But in SAP standard we have the options like one is like he is the main vendor. Okay, then the other things are the good suppliers, that means he is the partner. Okay, then other one is invoice presented by. Okay, then who will be to paying the amount. Okay, then who will be the order receiving, like they are divided, like. Okay, because if if I'm the I have the company, but I'm not dealing that, I'm the main vendor, but I'm not dealing all these activities. So maybe there are different people that are dealing these activities. I can consider that those are people are the my partners. So let's example one example, if you can take Amazon is there. Amazon, if you can see that Amazon will take only orders. Okay, so Amazon will not supply the goods to any of the customer. Okay, so what will be happen? The nearest suppliers, they will be sending the goods to customers. So in this case, what will happen? Amazon is the main vendor, then goods supplier, whoever they are doing the nearest supplier, is a partner of the Amazon. Correct. So what I'm saying is, even we just create the main vendor. Main vendor have the again multiple partners will be there. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now
Yes.
how we can create the vendor master card? So generally, when you creating the vendor master card, if you observe that yesterday in the metal master card, we created different departments. So whether it is required to the procurement, whether it is required to the planning, if it is required to the plant data store location, whether it is required to accounting data, whether it is required to sales. So like we just created at that level. So like in the Venom Master Card also, we have the three levels. One is the general level, which is like yesterday we created a basic data information. Now it is like a general data information. Then the second one is company level information, company code data level information. Okay, that means these are all related to financial, like how to pay, and what is the payment terms, and what is the bank details, and how you will be paying that amount, whether it is check mode of payments, everything that information will be there in the company coded level. Then we have the purchasing organization level data, that we when we are creating the purchase order, when we creating the purchase order, so depends on the purchasing organization, the terms and conditions, the salesperson, the contact persons, and what is the order currency, what information it is required to create the purchase order for this vendor. That information it is created in the purchase organization level data. Okay. So under this purchasing organization data level, again, if you want to be add anything partners and okay, or if you want to be put like plant level data, plant relevant data, that also you can create. That's not a problem. Okay, but majorly it is like a general data, company code data, and purchasing organization data. Okay, so if you remember that yesterday in the metal master record, what are the views we created? We just shown that basic data information, purchasing data information, general plan data, store location information, accounting information, costing, quality management, sales, planning, all this information it is there. Like in the vendor master record, we have the general data, company code data, and the purchasing organization data. Okay, so these three levels of the data we are maintaining. Now, coming to the transaction code. Okay, so the transaction code for the creation of vendor master card is XK01. So XK01 is the we are creating centrally. What do you mean? What is the meaning of the centrally? You can create the general data, place. You can create the company code data, place, and you can create a purchasing organization level data. Okay. Now, then might be if I'm the only procurement person and I don't know what is the financial related data, company code data, then what you can do, you can use that. Okay, MK01 only you can create purchasing organization data. Okay, that means you can create general data commonly, that is possible, plus purchasing organization data you can create. Okay, then again, if you need to create the financial data, again they can go separately FQ01 and they can create the financial data. So that means company code level data they can maintain. So here what they can do, they can maintain general data plus company code data. So why there is a 2-3 transaction code? Because in the real time, in the business level, the financial people are different and the purchasing department will be different. So financial people don't know what actually the purchasing organization level data information it is required to do the purchase order, and the purchasing organization people don't know what information it is required to pay the amount to this vendor, what information it is very important that is maintained in the vendor master record, that is they don't know. So that's why SAP is giving that you can also use the FK01 to create the company code data level data, and you can use the MK01 for purchasing organization level data. And if you are the common person, that is the master data management team, if they are creating, then they can use the XK01. Clear?
So
Any questions here?
yes, XK01 means anyone in company can use this supplier.
Not
Right?
not use. It is like creation.
Yeah, I mean anyone can send an order or PO
No,
to
no.
the.
Anyone can create the. Okay, see, XK01 is when you creating the vendor master record, who can create the vendor? The question mark is who can create the vendor. Okay, so generally how it will happen? Who can create the vendor?
Who has a requirement, that person can create a vendor.
Okay, so in the software level, SAP system level, so the first one is like master data. We have the separate master data team. They can create this master data vendor master, because vendor master is the master data, right? The second one is maybe to core team member, or it may be like okay, business users, okay, whoever maybe they can, if they have the access, they can create the vendor master data. Correct? Correct or wrong? So then here the question mark is what level of authorization it is needed to them. Okay, if suppose the core team member or business user, he is from the financial guide. Business user, okay, business user is from, okay, he is a financial guide. Then he don't know what it is required to maintain purchasing organization data. Okay, he don't know what information is required at purchasing organization level data. Okay, so this financial business user can create only company code level data. That means bank details, bank information, payment terms information, and okay, how mode of payments, okay, GST, tax information, all this information he can only use. Okay, and if suppose the business user is from purchasing department, okay, he is the purchasing department. He knows only at purchase, purchasing level what information is required. Like okay, uh, to whom I need to contact to order this product. Okay, who is the salesperson from their side, from vendor side? What is the order currency to order this product? Okay, order when you want to write the order, then what information it is required? Okay, so that information to be maintained at purchasing level. So what will be happen here? The master data team can have the access for the both, because he knows that he is not a user, he is the master data team. He can create that, he can collect the information from the financial team, and he can collect the information from the purchasing team, and he will be creating that vendor master data. So in that case, he can use the XK01, so that he can create at a time general data, company code data, purchasing data. Okay, it's clear.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll show you how to it will be happen. Okay, so I'll just go to SAP system. I'll go to your system. Okay, so let's see. Now I'm just going to XK01, the transaction code. So you are creating the vendor. You are creating the vendor at what level? Company code level and purchasing organization data level. Okay, that means you can maintain company code information also, what it is required to pay the amount to the payment for the to process the payment, what information it is required, that information you can maintain here. If it is purchasing level, purchase order creation level, what it is required, that information you can create. If suppose, if I just go to MK01, if I go to MK01, what I said MK01, it is the purchasing level data. Purchasing level data only I can maintain. That means I cannot create the company code data level. So if I just go to MK01, the system will ask only who is the purchasing organization. It will not ask the company code. Okay, you can see here it is company code, it is there, but here it is company code is not there. Again, if I'm going to the FK01, okay, then I can create only company code data. Okay,
No
so
purchasing organization.
okay, no purchasing organization. So that means the person have the access only to create a company code data. He can only see the data of the company code level data. He cannot see the purchasing organization level what data it maintained. Clear? If they go to XK03, then they can see that entire all the information. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now I just said that okay, we have the account group. Okay, account group will be controlling that the how what is the number range it is required, and what whether it is external number range or internal number range, that will come under the this account group. Okay, so I'll be going to the first. I'll go to the XK01, the transaction code. I'll go to XK01. Then I'll show you that some of the account groups here. So you can see the account groups here. The list of the account group. You can see that 0001, 0002, 0003, 0004. Like it is there, and the number range series it is assigned here. Okay, in the configuration level, they are created one interval, and that interval they are assigned to the one digital number. Okay, so in this group, okay, you can see that vendor, main vendor, goods supplier, alternative pay, invoice presented, okay, one time vendor. Okay, so like we have different vendor codes, vendor groups it is created, but it is not standard. All these are not standard. Only 0001 to 0099. These are the standard. Other than that, all it is created. Someone they created customization. Okay, clear? So I'm just planning to create a vendor. Okay, I'm just assigning that to 0001. But generally in the real time, what will be happen? They will be creating like a domestic vendor. They are creating like import vendors. They are creating like a service vendor. They are creating like a financial vendors like that. They will be creating. Okay. Now my company code. What is my company code? TA
T1.
Tata Communication. TATC, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then what is the purchasing organization? TSCM. Right? So this is the my company code and this is my purchase organization. So what number range it is assigned for this account group, based on that whether it is external number range or internal number range, that will come. So just enter that. Okay, then it is internal number range. So if it is taking automatically, then system will be allotting automatically the number. Okay, sometimes what will be happen, it will be asked, okay, it is not internal number range, you have to be assigned any number in the external number range. Okay, now I will be entering that all the information, address information. So who is the vendor? Suppose let's say I can say sunflower oil. Okay, the brand name is, let's say, what is the brand? Maybe you can say Vijaya or something, which is like, okay, that local brands. Okay, then I can just put the such term like oil. Okay, or sunflower oil. If it is you want to be defined like sunflower oil, you can mention that sunflower oil, and you can mention the country and other details, everything you can maintain. Okay. What are the information you want to be maintained? You can maintain all the information. How we maintain for plant address and all, the same way here also you can maintain mobile number, telephone, or fax numbers, everything. Okay. Once it is created the general data, then you can go to next screen. Then here, if suppose this vendor is the customer, suppose he is the selling the product, but he also buying the product from our company. Okay, so in that case, you can you can create a customer number for the same vendor, and you can assign here. Okay, so that it is an interlink to both. Okay, then other than that, if you can mention the tax information, then you can mention the VAT registration number. You can whatever the information which is related to tax related, all information you can maintain. You can maintain the tax categories also, what tax information is required. Okay, all this information you can maintain. Okay, so this is completely tax related. Then I'll be going to the next screen. Here I can see that bank account and AFSC code and bank account number, account holder, and okay, who is the alternative pay in case of if he is not main vendor, someone, if you are paying to directly to some other account, then who is the alternative payee? So those everything you can mention here. Clear? So this is all related to banking information. Okay. Then I'm just going to next person. Who is the contact person? Suppose from the vendor side, if we want to, our company wants to be contact to them. Okay, how they can contact? Okay, so is it we can contact directly, or is there any timings it is there, or any other telephone numbers, this additional numbers and all you can mention here. Okay, and visiting hours also you can mention that. Okay, what is the visiting hours, like 2 hours, 3 hours, so 4 hours, like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, like you can mention that. While visiting hours also you can mention. Okay, then here again accounting information related. So this account, when I'm just posting any entry, so which GL account it should be go to, the GL account, which reconciliation account it should be go. Okay, that reconciliation account you are maintaining here. Okay, so if you are not maintain this one, then they cannot post any entry to this vendor from the financial side. Okay, clear? Any questions here till here?
No.
Okay, then okay, you can other information also, it is related to financial related. Okay, so for payments and all, how it is like they have any previous account numbers, and if there is no account number it is created, all this information it is there. Okay, so here also the terms and conditions, check how you are paying and what is the matters payment matters like cash and or it is check or it is a how you are paying transfer online transfer like that. You can use that information here. And if you want to be paid the amount initially, like when I was just creating the vendor invoice, if you want to be pay for that or if you want to be pay for payment block for payments and all, you can use that. Okay, so that is for the entirely for the payment related. Then okay, this is also again accounting related. Who is the account clerk and account check clerk at vendor? Okay, clerk information, accounting information, and all that will be related to this one. So these are all company code information. See, I just said right. This is company code level. What information we are maintaining? That is what we just discussed. Clear? So these are the information I don't know because I'm the purchasing purpose, right? So what is the purpose also I don't know because the the financial team will be taking care of that payments. Okay, so that's what. If I don't need this information, I can directly go to MK01 instead of I'm going to XK01. I can go to MK01 so that I can only maintain the purchasing organization data. Okay, but to create a complete cycle, we need all the information. So I'm just creating at the central level. Okay, if you have the financial consultant, if you have the financial partner, then he will be creating the company code data. Okay.
Ravindra,
Yeah. Yes, please.
if I created a vendor on purchasing level,
Mm-hmm.
then how the settlement will be done?
That's what, right? Settlement. Who will do the settlement?
Finance team
So
supposed
finance team, if they are doing that, financial team have to maintain the company code data.
to.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying that here because we don't have financial consultant. That's what I'm creating at central level. But generally, we'll be creating at the purchasing organization level, and we are creating the financial team will be creating at financial level. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So then let's go to this is the main purchasing organization data level information. So how you are ordering the product and what is the currency value and terms of payments and incoterms. Okay, and how what is the minimum order value and what is the pricing, domestic pricing and import pricing and all. Okay, all this information it is maintained here. Okay, again here you can see that any automatic settlements and GR based IV or all this information you can maintain here. Okay, and who is the buyer group and what is the planned delivery time and whether acknowledgement confirmations it is required. All this information it is maintained here. So basically this purchasing organization data we will be taking care of. Okay, so majorly it is required currency and if you have the incoterms you can maintain. And other than that this is required schema group for vendor it is required. The schema group for vendor is nothing but like a it is for the pricing purpose. Okay, it is for the pricing purpose. So we'll discuss this pricing procedure when we have a discussing on the pricing procedure. We'll discuss about that, but I'm just okay, I'm just assigning that any of that one uh, schema group, but that schema group how it is connected again it depends on the your configuration. So if I go to configuration SPRO, SPRO and SAP reference IMG, and if I go to material management pricing procedure, okay, then I will be go to purchase okay, conditions. If I go to conditions here and here pricing differentiation, here schema groups are there. So here actually they define the vendor schema and purchasing organization schema and assigning the schemas and all. So what you will do? What is our purchasing organization? It is like a TSCD, right? So if I go to TSCD, I'll be assigning that one schema group. Any of the one schema group, if I'm assigning that schema group. Okay, so if I suppose I'm just assigning something XYZ or XX or something, which I'm assigning. So this is the purchasing organization level. Then vendor level, you can create your own style of the schema group. You can create. So then the the assignment will be happen for the pricing procedure assignment will be happen XX is the purchasing organization level, and the schema group per vendor. You can take any after one example. Maybe I can take as a 01 or something. Okay.
Ravindra, what is schema group?
Ask. This is the just what I'm just saying that this is the pricing procedure. We'll discuss this when we're discussing about the pricing group. Okay. So there is no nothing is there. It is just the reference ID. Schema group is nothing but like it is reference ID. Okay. So now don't think about this schema group and all. Okay. Just I'm just showing that how it will be assigned the pricing procedure because it is needed to assign the vendor master record. I'm just assigning that. Okay. I'll just take any of that maybe which pricing procedure you want to be take and all. I will just taking that. So I'll show you how it will works. Okay. Now what I did here, I just taken one ID. I just ABC anything. I just taken one ID. Okay. That ID I just assigned to my purchasing organization, and I have taken one more ID that I'm planning to assign into vendor master record. These two combination I'm assigning the pricing procedure. This pricing procedure have the pricing condition. I'll show you how where it is exactly. Okay. Now this 01, just remember that I'm assigning this 01 into the here in the vendor master record. Okay. So in the vendor master record, I just assigned that my pricing schema for vendor, and my XX already it is assigned at schema group for purchasing organization for my purchasing organization. These two combination, this is the pricing procedure which is assigned. Okay. I will show you what is the pricing procedure in this one. Okay. I'm saving this now. Okay. So this is the vendor which is created now. You can see that this is the vendor which is created, sunflower oil Vijaya. Okay. Now if you want to see that, you can go to XK03 or MK03, FK03 and all, you can go. That is the transaction code MK03, FK03, and these are the transaction codes for the vendor master record. Okay. Display. This is the display and this is the creation. So 01 and 01 and 02 and 03. 01 is creation, 02 is change, 03 is the display. Clear? So did you understand that how to create a vendor master record?
Yes.
Okay. Now I will create one PO. Okay. Let's see. I will be creating the one PO ME21N. Okay. So because I have my own vendor, it is. Okay. So I'm assigning this vendor here. Okay. Then my purchasing organization is TSEM, and I can use any of the purchasing group. Maybe you can take from F4 and you can use. There is no impact on this. Okay. So Raju and Rani or something, whatever you want to be used, you can use. Okay. Then I can assign that. Okay. I can assign that my company code. Then what material you created yesterday? You created one material, right? Your plan. So that material you can take it up. So what is the material here? This is the material. Let's see. Oil we created, right? And sunflower oil. Yeah. This is the material which is created, right? So let's take this is the material number, and I'll be entering this material number here. Okay. Now what is the plant it is? Which plant it is created? I'm just created a Tata Communication manufacturing plant. Now how much you want to be ordered? So I want 100 pieces I want to order. And what is the price of this product from this vendor? Let's say it is 120 euros, or maybe I can say 10 euros. Okay. So I'll be just put that what it is there here. PP double P0 PP02 is there. Okay. Okay. So 10 it is there. So 10 I maintain. So now my question mark is, so I just shown the schema group, right? Schema group for vendor, schema group for purchasing organization, which is getting the pricing procedure. This is the pricing procedure. So what it will mean, you can see that analysis. If I just click on analysis, okay, ZRM0000, which is I assigned in the my configuration. Did you remember that? Just now I just assigned that the combination between the schema group for purchasing organization for vendor, I assigned ZRM0000. So this is the ZRM0000 is the procedure that is assigned to the schema group level. So this is the what the pricing procedure will be picking. Okay, again in this pricing procedure level, this procedure level, what condition it is there, what freight cost it is there, all it will be again it is a complete one pricing procedure is there. So we can discuss that in the separately when we are discussing about the pricing procedure, but I will just show you how it will works here. This is the pricing procedure. Here you can see that the conditions, what conditions it is there, cross price, discount, freight, and if you want to be add something like labor cost, taxes, all this information you can add here. So this is what the structure which is created, pricing structure. Okay, you can take any of the other, you can see that what it is there. Okay, so people are there changing and keep on changing the standard. Okay, so that's what you cannot able to see all the condition, but you can see here this is the actual prime user. Okay, if I just assign the rm 0000, okay, let's see, I will assign the rm 00 that is good. So 0000, then I will be creating again back. Okay, I will go again me21n, then I'll be entering that vendor and purchasing organization and purchasing group. Okay, then material number, plant, and the other information which I entered, and I'll be entering that figure. See, now the condition types are changed because my pricing procedure also it is changed. You can see RM 0000. In this RM 0000, I have that gross price, net price, freight, and actual border cost, everything it is there. Okay, clear? So this is the what it will be like when the pricing procedure we are assigning. This is the what freight you can assign. You can enter the freight cost. You can enter the constant. So all this information will get based on your pricing procedure what it is assigned. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
So that is what the
Yep, yep.
that is the purpose of the schema group, to get the pricing procedure. That is just like a reference ID. They don't think that what is the schema group. It's just like a reference ID for to get the pricing procedure. That's all. Clear? Did you able to create now purchase order or not? Did you able to create a purchase order or not?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, because I have my own vendor, I have my own material, I have the own plant, I have the own company code, I have own
Mhm.
procedure, everything I have, so I can able to create a purchase order,
Yep.
Yes.
right? So earlier what we did, we just using some other organization structure which is standard organization structure, but now I just creating that my own purchasing organization, my own company code, my own vendor. So this is what Santil is saying, that this is what Rupesh is saying, that you just create your own purchase organization and use that. But everywhere it is like if they are changing all this impact. So if it is not saving at a database level, then it is impacted. Okay, clear?
Yes.
So now you can able to create a vendor master record or not? Now you can able to create a vendor master record. Now you
Yep.
can able to create the material master record. So these two information it is must and should to create a purchase order. But other than that, we have some other master data, purchase info records, source list, and that I think we already discussed when we discussing about the consignment process. And right, if you remember that purchasing info record is mandatory for the consignment process, you already discussed about it. What is the transaction code to create a purchasing info record?
MK11.
MK11, not MK11, ME11.
Oh, sorry, ME11.
Okay, ME11 and ME12. Okay, then hope you can able to now create that your own structure and you can do that purchase order creation. So have you tried to create a purchase requisition yesterday? So please do the practice. Okay, don't miss out. Just to spend half an hour or 1 hour. Okay, at least if you did one metal master record or if you did one company code or plant also, it is fine. Okay, so just spend half an hour, 1 hour. Okay, generally you need to be spend 4 to 5 hours, but yeah, initially we are in the first stage. You can spend 1 hour, 2 hours, like you can complete that. What task it is assigned?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll just stop the today class. Okay, because Shiva also is in order. I don't want to go for deeply because again I need to repeat. Okay, so let me know tomorrow or today what time you are convenient so that we'll connect again back.